Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a quick little update on my Onward Research Recce Rig that I'm wearing here. As many of you know, I've done a video on this guy in the past. When I originally received it, I opened it up and did like a tabletop review, went over the specs and whatnot with it, with you guys on it. So yeah, this will be a little bit different. It'll be more on the setup that I have and why I set it up this way. So if you're looking to build something like this, or not build, but put something together like this, hopefully you find this video helpful. So let's get down to it. Actually, before I continue, I would like to point out that I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me the last few months. With all the comments, all the likes and whatnot, has really helped me grow, and I really appreciate it. I noticed that a lot of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you like what you see, and if you would like to support my channel, you can do so by subscribing, liking, the videos, and commenting if you like. You don't have to, but if you do, I appreciate it. So, thanks. Anyways, let's move on. So, the way that I have it set up right now works really good for me. Obviously, I'm not, prime military or anything like that. So, some of you veterans might have a better setup than me and whatnot, or might think of better ways to set it up. But as far as the setup that I have here, this works really good for me. So I thought I'd just share it with you guys, So going back a few months back, I kind of been messing around with it and trying different things and looking at different videos and whatnot from people with experience and things like that. So after really watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of research, I noticed that some of the main things to have on a chest rig would be like communications, hence why I have this radio with this huge antenna here, a meta pouch, and some kind of pouch on here where you could carry like tools and just different things that you might need, when you're either out there at the range or, I don't know, hiking in the mountains, something, or in a shit hits the fan scenario. So I don't know, but anyways, let's touch base on the different pouches that I've added to this rig to make it a little bit more efficient, and hopefully it helps. So right off the bat, let's get down to the little dangler pouch. This dangler pouch is from a company called Pita Gear. Yes, it's a Chinese company, just like that phone that you're using to watch my videos on the toilet. Yep, I caught you. I know you're on the toilet, but it's okay. I'm not gonna judge. You do you. So this little pouch, it's a clone of the SIM pouch by Onward Research. Unfortunately, every time I try to get that SIM pouch, it sells out, or I have not been successful on getting it. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna get this little guy from Amazon, call it a day. If it works, I'll keep it. If not, I'll just return it. And so far, so good. I've ran this at the range and whatnot, and done prone and all kinds of crazy stuff with it, and it's held up pretty good. So hey, I think it definitely do some pretty good stuff. The quality seems to be pretty good. The materials are pretty rip resistant, you would say. The stitching is really good. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier or not, but yeah, it's a nice little pouch. It has a little elastic at the bottom for you to put like a tourniquet or something on there. So I have a tourniquet down here. Doesn't fall out or anything. Stays on there pretty good, so yeah. Light beer pouch is a must. I just had to slap it on there. So, there you have it. But things that I keep in here, I keep my gloves in here. I keep some tools, like a multi-tool, some Allen wrenches, to tighten things up on my rifles if I need to when I'm out there at the range or whatnot. I have some medical tape, some electrical tape, and a few other things on here. Not sure if I mentioned it, but I do keep some snacks in here sometimes, so I'll put in, I don't know, some Starburst or something, something sweet when I'm out there at the range, give me a little extra boost. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty simple little pouch. It works really good. It's built really good. It has pretty good zippers, so they work really great. And the way it attaches to the rig here is with some Velcro backing. So there's pretty much a panel of Velcro that comes off the pouch, and it just Velcros onto the back of the Recce Rig here. So it installs on here fairly easy, and it stays on there pretty good. Like I said, I've done prone shooting and all kinds of stuff with this, so It holds up just fine. And yeah, it's just a simple little pouch, you know. Obviously, it's nothing too big. I didn't really want something that hangs really low, so I decided to get this little guy for that reason, and it has not disappointed. So yeah. Moving on to my radio pouch that I'm running here. This radio pouch is by a company called Elite Spanker, another Amazon special. I don't know what they're called, Elite Spanker. I think it's kind of funny, but they make pretty good stuff, man. I have other stuff from them, and yeah. So on the side, this radio pouch has some kind of elastic here, you know. So if you want to put like slimmer or thicker, you know, triple C thick radios on here, it will hold up just fine. Right here in the front, it has some nylon that's pretty strong. Looks to be rip resistant, so I think it's made really well. The way it mounts onto the chest rig is with some molly webbing. The molly webbing that it came with, I think it's okay, you know, but I wanted a more secure way of throwing it on the rig here, so I decided to get some malice clips. Not sure if you can see them, but I pretty much just ran them through the webbing, and this guy ain't going anywhere. So yeah, if you're wondering what kind of radio I have on here, I have a Baofeng UV5 Plus. This is a GMRS radio. It's not a ham radio. So I'm not really an expert when it comes down to radios, but pretty much GMRS radio is a two-way radio that you're able to use with your family. And the way it works is you have to get a license from the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission. It's $35, and you're able to use that license for 10 years. And not only you can use it, but your family can use it. So, you know, if you don't want to break any rules or whatever, it would be something good to invest on, you know. So, just got into radios not too long ago. I do know how to, you know, hook these guys up to repeaters to get longer range. I do have this big antenna on there right now. Honestly, it's mostly there for the looks because, hey, you know, half the battle is looking cool. So there you have it. But realistically, with a bigger antenna, you're able to get more range. So, you know, it's kind of why I have it on here as well. But sometimes, you know, if I'm hooked up to repeaters, I do take this guy off and put like a smaller, like 15-inch antenna that doesn't stick out like this. This guy here is actually a collapsible antenna. It's actually like a 42-inch antenna. So if I undo the Velcro here, it will get up pretty quick. So pretty much a quick demonstration of what I'm talking about here. This is you right here, and this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate. Yep, that's the one you should be worried about. As you can tell, it goes out pretty high, so it gives you a pretty good range, you know. But I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'll do a separate video for radios now that I know a little bit more about them. I think radios are definitely a must-have, you know, especially with everything that's going on in the world. You never know when they're gonna cut off our cell phones, and being able to talk to your family and your buddies, it's a big plus. So definitely go out there and get you some radios, guys, you know. But anyways, that's the kind of radio that I have on there. I do have some ham radios, but I'm not a ham license operator or whatever, so I have them for shit hits the fan scenarios. But other than that, this is what I'm running for communications. It works really good to talk to my buddies when I go shooting with them, or, you know, on rucks and whatnot with them. And I do have this little microphone here that hooks up to the side of the radio and goes up to my shoulder, and you pretty much just press to talk. And I do have the earpiece that goes in my ear, so, you know, when I hit this, you know, people around me aren't hearing what I'm talking about. So yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much it for my comms setup that I am running here. Moving on to my right, I have this pouch here. So this pouch here, pretty interesting. This is a copy of a Spirited Systems multifunctional pouch, you know. So this pouch here, you can actually run different things. You could run some more mags if you like. You could run, I don't know, throw a water bottle of beer in there if you want to. I use it for medical supplies, so I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. It's made really well, man. The nylon on here, it's pretty good quality. You know, sometimes I think that these big companies that don't make their stuff in the US, I feel like they pretty much just all get their, you know, their item from China, and they just kind of slap their name on there. Because I've seen reviews about this pouch right here on people that own the real deal, and they say it's not much different than the real deal, pretty much. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I could be wrong, but anyways, this pouch works really good. So to put like medical supplies in here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I keep in here. This is more like for a day at the range. You know, I am looking to add more things on here as I go, things that I'm trained with, you know, so I don't want to just start throwing different shit on there that I don't know how to use. And yeah, so I have some chest seals on here. I have some gloves. I have some shears in here to cut, you know, clothing off if need to. I do have some combat gauze in here, some quick clot. So, you know, it's all good stuff to keep in there, you know, when you're out there at the range or in a shit hits the fence scenario. It's good things to have. You got to have a way to stop bleeding, man, because a lot of the times that's the way people die, from bleeding out. So yeah, get you some training on that too, man. Don't just wear all this cool stuff and, you know, expect that you'll know how to use it when the time comes, because when you're under adrenaline, you may forget things that you know. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. You know, I just want to do a little recap of my setup that I have here, why I have it the way I have set up. So obviously gotta have communication, so you know, radio pouch is a must in my opinion. The dangler pouch like this is good for carrying extra things like tools, you know, oil, you know, extra parts, you know, that kind of stuff. Snacks, I don't know, condoms, hey, you never know. And a med pouch for sure. You know, I think this is a very minimalist setup here. It's fairly lightweight. Honestly, it's not a whole lot. Honestly, what's going to be the heaviest thing about this chest rig is your ammo. You know, so depending on how many mags you're running in here, you can make this thing pretty heavy. Me right now, I just run like 4 mags for right now, so it's not too heavy. And these are, unfortunately, 10-round mags. You know, I'm in California, so it kind of sucks. They're the body of a 30-round mag, but they're not 30-round mags because they're pinned to 10 rounds. So yeah, there you have it. So around a mag in each pouch. You could put 2 magazines, 2 AR mags per pouch, so you know, that's cool. You're able to carry more mags that way. But for the most part, I kind of just carry 1 per pouch for right now when I go to the range and whatnot. So yeah, obviously in a shit hits the fan scenario that will change, but there you have it. I'm not gonna really get into that. So I like to run my mag closest to my left hand with the flap tucked in. So this is like my quick mag. So when I need to do a reload, it's there. I don't have to worry about velcroing the flap to get to it. So yeah, it's just there to grab whenever I need it. So yeah, it's pretty much why I have it the way I have it set up. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the whole thing, man. Again, just added a medical pouch, radio pouch, and dangler pouch. So I think this is a pretty solid setup. Obviously, if you want to know more details on the rest of the chest rig, please watch my other video that I've done on it. You'll be able to see all the different features that it has. This is more of a video of me sharing my setup with you guys. So yeah, if you're looking to build something like this, I hope this is helpful to you. I'll do some range footage with this and go ahead and, you know, probably make a short about it so you guys are able to see it. But other than that, it works really good, man. Again, sometimes, guys, you know, even Chinese made stuff, depending on what you get, you know, obviously if you get cheap stuff, it's probably not going to hold up very well. These pouches that I've added on here are not by any means super cheap. Like, I believe I paid just under $30 for this dangler pouch. This radio pouch was about $24, $25. And this pouch over here was about $23. So again, I guess it is kind of cheap, but not like $10 pouches that are gonna not hold up very well. So yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to cover on this guy, I think, is the way it attaches to the Recce rig. So this guy has some built-in molly webbing on here. So pretty much you just run it through the webbing that the chest rig has, and it goes right back into the pouch, and it's pretty secure on there. You could have a lot of weight in here and it'll hold up just fine, you know. So there you have it. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're looking to put together a chest rig like this, you know, I think this is good for, you know, civilians like me. You know, I think at the end of the day, in a shit hits the fan scenario, people like me are not going to be out there, you know, wanting to get into gunfights. Honestly, my family is going to be my priority. Hunkering down, taking my family to safety is going to be what my priority is going to be. And, you know, if you don't want to throw on a plate carrier, chest rig definitely comes in handy. So it's good to have a solid one, you know. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Just real quick, wanted to share something with you guys. So I did a little bit of fresh paint job on this guy. I think it looks really good and it goes great with this chest rig. I think I might do a video on how to paint these rifles. If you're looking to paint one of your rifles, I think you'll find it helpful. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching.